Another myth for us, which would be myth number 4, is that people feel they need to have race day nutrition to perform the best they can, that they need to have gels and bars and sports commercial products to achieve the best performances they can do. And that's not necessarily the case.
I remember many, many, many years ago, and I was like, what shall I take when I go out on my rides? You were like, just get a block of...
Ready roll icing.
Yes. And I said like a block of icing that you just take a couple of chunks out of every now and again.
Well, yeah, you could get a block of icing. It's a few years ago now, but I did look at it recently. It's like 500 grams or something for a block of ready roll icing, which is just sugar. And you could divide that up into, I think it was something like 10 servings, and it was £1.50. And it's the same as like any bar or gel ultimately in many ways. As we were talking about with the sugar earlier, like that's super cheap. That's easy. Doesn't work that well in summer. Does melt in your pocket. I found out that the hard way.
But what about like electrolytes and carb drinks? There's surely no realistic solution that you can just get from your kitchen for something like that.
You mean like table salt?
And some
and table sugar. Yeah, exactly. You can literally, and I did a video of this on my YouTube, but like you can make your own DIY electrolyte drink if you know how to make concentrations. So Hypertonic, being a very hydrating based mixture, is going to be a 5% solution or below, which described easily is anywhere between if you had it around 4 grams of carbohydrate per 100 mils of your bottle. So if it's a 500, 600, whatever mil bottle, you just put that amount of sugar per 100 mils, and you've got a hypertonic drink. You add 1 gram of salt, which is 400 milligrams of sodium, and you've got a hypertonic drink.
Does that not taste horrible though?
No, it doesn't. And if you actually, especially in summer, it'll taste really good.
You could add a bit of cordial or something like that in there.
Sugar-free cordial, why not? Yeah. You can do it on the go. You can take, less so with the sugar tax now because they've made drinks a little bit lower in sugar. But I think Coke is still true to its name of having 30 or 35 grams of sugar in a can.
Yep.
You do that into a 500 ml bottle, top it up with water, and then put in either a gram of salt from a cafe, or if you've taken electrolyte tabs with you, you could use that. And that becomes also then a hypertonic, isotonic drink.
Yeah. I think it's important to say that you're not poo-pooing pre-made sports nutrition, as in like it's convenient. It comes pre-packaged in the amounts that you potentially need, and therefore you can just grab it, stick it in your pocket, and it works.
Yeah. And presumably EF are using products like that.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense.
There's convenience there. However, the downside of it is that it's expensive, which doesn't work for everyone. And I can imagine, especially as a newbie, if you're turning up to a race or a sportive or even a weekend ride and you see everyone has it, you can assume that is what you need.
Yeah.
Rather than other people are just doing it for convenience, or maybe they think it's what they need.
No.
For whatever reason. It's just,
completely.
You don't need it. It's convenient. You don't need it.
I think it's fit for purpose.
Yeah.
Like, and you mentioned quite right. So many people get into cycling because they want to do Ride London and do that 100-mile event. And, if you're going to do an event, then you need to train and use the items you're going to use on that event. And
makes sense.
Yeah, which is super important. It's worthwhile looking up the sponsor of your event as well, because it could be Morton, it could be Gatorade, and they're the things that are going to be given for free at some of the feed stations. So it might be worthwhile using some of their products so you're used to it and you like the taste of it, etc. And it agrees with you, because products can be identical in many ways, but you still don't like it because the texture, taste, viscosity, whatever is different. But I think if you're just riding to enjoy riding, have some Soaring and Ready Roll icing. But marshmallows work great as well. Obviously, any kind of sweet that's low in fat, Skittles, Haribo, fruit pastels,